Those who have joined, can we have the cameras open for those who have joined the class? Good morning, children. I hope you all heard what I said, class. Those who have joined, open your cameras.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
If you feel you won't be able to open your camera, then leave the class. Yes, I want to see the work that I gave you yesterday. Kindly show me your work one by one, those who are there. Vanshraj, Vanshika, Divyank Mishra. Right. I think yesterday we did till flowchart 6, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Hope you all have done these 6 flowcharts in your notebooks.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. I think we are left with just 2 more. Let me just check it. We are left with just 1 flowchart, right?
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, we don't have to write anything further in flowchart 6.
No, only four parts were there for this. I think I explained you also, know that what all things were there in it.
Yes, ma'am.
Then it is fine. Now let's come to the last one that we have. Okay. So all ready for the school tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Excited or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Excited or not? Huh? Class?
I'm mixed feeling.
Mixed feelings because new class, right? Right? This is the only reason I believe, right? New section, new classes, new rooms, new places to sit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta. Divyansh, you said something?
No, ma'am.
I thought you said something. Right. So this is the 7th and the last flowchart that we are going to make. Flowchart 7. See, this flowchart explains about the decentralization that we have in our country, right? Decentralization in India. Okay, Kavya, Can you tell what is meant by decentralization? Kavya. Any one of you? What is meant by
when the power was distributed from the central to the all the levels.
to the lower levels, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Decentralization is when the powers are taken from the major units and distributed to the lower levels. Now here decentralization means when the powers were taken from the state government and certain powers were given to the local government.
Local government.
Yes, very good, very good. Fine. So it has got two parts. One is constitutional amendment. You have to remember the year of this decentralization, because many a times students get confused with the coalition form of government and this decentralization year, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes in this a question comes that before the decentralization and after the decentralization, how the local governments were benefited. एक तरीके से डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वाला क्वेश्चन हो जाता है ये, इसमें आपको डिफरेंस बताना होता है. तो 1992 से पहले लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट के जो पावर्स थे या जो भी होता था, दैट वी नीड टू राइट, और 1992 के बाद जो भी प्रोविजंस चेंज हुए उसमें हम वो चीज बताते हैं. ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
It is one of the important questions. Okay, Hanji beta, someone saying something?
Ma'am, can you once tell when did the coalition government came into effect? In which year?
Not exactly effect, but the provision of forming government with the help of the coalition government, that came into practice somewhere near 1990s. Not exactly the year, but in the 1990s this thing started. And the decentralization part was in 1990 to under the 73rd and 74th amendment, constitutional amendment. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now this constitutional amendment, it gave certain, or you can say it granted certain provisions to the local government. See, before decentralization, before this amendment, there was no power distribution, or there was no elections in the state. Like the people for the local self-government were chosen by the representatives in the state government, and they never used to hold any elections. But after 1992, you must have observed this, that regular elections are there for the municipal corporations or the municipal councils or the municipal committees which are there, right? जिसको हम हिंदी में नगर निगम के चुनाव बोलते हैं, आपने सुना होगा, है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
तो अगर हम इसकी बात करते हैं, तो हमारे बरेली में इस समय who is the mayor?
Ma'am, Umesh
Gautam. Dr. Umesh.
Dr. Umesh Gautam.
हाँ जी.
Mr. Umesh Gautam.
He is, yes, Divyansh.
Yes, ma'am, Mr. Umesh Gautam.
Yes. Dr. Umesh Gautam is the mayor of our city, Bareilly, right? See, every local government, if it is urban government, for the municipal one, it has a elected head, that is the mayor. Okay. In your junior classes, you must have read about the municipal committees, municipal corporations. You must have heard that the metropolitan cities that we have, there is the head is the chairman who is chosen by the people. There are certain provisions कि एक particular amount of population जब होती है तो municipal committees और corporations होती हैं, और एक certain criteria of population अगर है तो municipal corporations और municipal councils या municipal committees होती हैं. ठीक है, corporations अलग होती हैं, committees अलग होती हैं. इन दोनों में जो है आपका population एक big बड़ा criteria है. I hope I am clear.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए, सबसे पहला प्रोविजन ये करा गया, मैंडेटरी रेगुलर इलेक्शंस. ठीक है. सेकेंड प्रोविजन ये करा गया कि हमें पता है इलेक्शंस आर कंडक्टेड बाय द इलेक्शन कमीशन. ठीक है, ये आपको पता है ना. अभी जब इलेक्शन हुए थे लोकसभा, ये अभी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के जो इलेक्शंस हुए थे, तो ये किसने कंडक्ट कराए थे? इलेक्शन कमीशन जो था, या स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन एक होता है, वो कंडक्ट कराते हैं. ठीक है, इलेक्शन कमीशन मेन एक होता है और एक स्टेट का होता है. तो आफ्टर दिस 1992 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट, स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन वाज अपॉइंटेड. ठीक है, स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन जो है वो फॉर्म करा गया था, और फिर इनको ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी गई थी कि आप आफ्टर रेगुलर इंटरवल्स, हर 5 साल के टेन्योर के बाद, इट इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन टू conduct these elections for the local government. Then, as we all know, in our country we have the provision of reserved constituencies. So the seats were reserved in this local government. Also, seats were reserved for the women candidates, for the SCs and the STs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then look, the revenue part, the finances were to be arranged by the state government. We all know that the financial autonomy of the state and the union government lies in their hand only. The constitution has given them a free hand to go for the financial autonomy of the state and of the country. So the union government has their own provisions of collecting revenue and all, and the state government has their own ways of collecting revenue. Now, the state government was told to arrange for the revenue or the finances for the local government. Some part of the revenue that the state government was receiving, they were supposed to give it to the local government for a better administration, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
share of revenue with local government. So these were the provisions that were made under the constitutional amendment of 1992. I hope up till here it is clear and understood to each one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Then one more provision was made that 1/3 of all positions to be reserved for women, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So these were the 5 changes that were brought after the constitutional amendment of 1992. Now, when the question comes, generally the question comes that how the local governments were different before 1992 and how they were empowered after 1992, after the constitutional amendment. So these points that we know for the constitutional amendment, just opposite of that you can write for the before part. Will that be
Okay,
possible?
ma'am.
Okay, so I want you people
Okay,
to tell
ma'am.
me. I want you people to tell me those points. Can we have Pradyumsh telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, before the amendment of 1992, ma'am, there were no mandatory regular election took place in India.
Okay.
Second one, ma'am,
No
there
state
were
election.
no state election commissions for ma'am
Conducting
regular
elections.
elections.
For conducting regular elections. Okay, very good.
Seats were not reserved.
Ma'am, seats were not reserved for women, SC and ST castes.
नहीं, रिजर्वेशन तो था बेटा, पर जो 1/3 प्रोविजन है वो नहीं था पहले. ठीक है.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, state government do not share the revenue with the local government. And ma'am, there were no 1/3 reservation for the women's.
And before the amendment, there was no sharing of revenue with the local government, but after the amendment, it was made mandatory to share the revenue by the state government to the local government, right?
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए,
Yes, ma'am.
यहाँ तक क्लियर है. इसमें कोई ऐसी चीज जो पॉइंट जो आपको ना समझ में आया हो?
No, ma'am.
All clear and understood, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. अब इसमें नेक्स्ट पॉइंट जो है आपका, that is local government when we talk of the local government, we divide the local government into two parts, right? One is the rural level and the other is urban level, right? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I'm running short of space over here, so I'm making the rest of the part below it.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, can you show the flowchart 7th, second part?
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, done?
Yes, ma'am, done.
Yes, ma'am.
All have done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए. Now further, when we divide the local government, there are two segments in this. One is the rural level and one is the other is the urban level, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the rural part, Panchayati Raj. We are talking about the rural level, right? So rural level is generally the Panchayati Raj, or it is also called as the local self-government. Now, under this Panchayati Raj or the local self-government that is at the rural level, it is further categorized into three parts. I hope it is clear. You can see.
Yes, ma'am.
One is at the
Yes,
village level. Okay. One is at the village level. Then we have the block level. If you remember in class 6 also, you did the same thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other
Yes,
is
ma'am.
at the district level. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए अब जब हम विलेज लेवल की बात करते हैं बेटा, तो विलेज लेवल में इट इज कैटेगराइज्ड इनटू थ्री पार्ट्स. एक आपका ग्राम पंचायत होता है, दूसरा ये जो ग्राम पंचायत होती है इट इज फॉर्म्ड बाय द ग्राम सभा. पढ़ा है हमने ग्राम सभा के बारे में. डू यू रिमेम्बर एनीथिंग ऑफ इट क्लास? बेटा
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. तो ये जो विलेज लेवल पे जो आपका पंचायती राज सिस्टम है, ग्राम पंचायत का हेड कौन होता है, कौन कहलाता है इनका हेड? ग्राम पंचायत का हेड कौन होता है बेटा?
सरपंच.
Yes, very good, very good. The gram panchayat is headed by sarpanch. Okay. चलिए इतना लिख लिया बेटा.
Ma'am, please wait.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, can you please scroll up?
Better done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then at the block level, we have panchayat samiti. Then this panchayat samiti is elected by the panchayat members. and block development officer. BDO is the head of it. Okay. Block development officer. Then at the district level, it is called as Zilla Parishad. It is formed by elected members Beta, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then the last is the chairperson of the Zilla Parishad is known as the Zilla chairperson. Okay. Yes, Divyansh.
Ma'am,
is-
done.
Yes, Divyansh.
Ma'am, please repeat the second last point of district level.
It is formed by elected members of Lok Sabha and MLA of district.
Okay.
Ma'am, this much for the seventh one.
What, beta?
Ma'am, this much for the seventh one.
Yes, this is for the local government where we talk about the Panchayati Raj, right? After rural, we have the urban government as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Panchayati Raj one came under rural level.
Panchayati Raj comes under the rural level, beta. Okay. Shall we start with the urban one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then next comes the urban level. I am writing it over here. Okay. Now, under this urban level, what do we have under the urban level? If anyone of you could tell.
Municipal committee.
Huh? Municipal corporation. Okay. It is the municipalities, we can say. Municipalities. Now, under this municipalities, we have municipal corporations and what else do we have? I told you. Beta. Municipal committees. Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Under the urban level, we have only this much. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, as all the flowcharts are done, kindly send your PDFs on the respective class groups. Right? All the flowcharts of chapter 2 together.
Well said.